What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another weekly Crumbl Cookie review. There is a new cookie in this week's lineup. I can't wait to try it out because I think it's going to be one of my favorites. I really hope that everybody had a really great Valentine's over the weekend, and let me know in the comments down below what were your plans. By the way, I was able to post a Hawaii vlog that I did last week, and yeah, it just gives you updates of food that we ate, my house, and just a lot of other stuff, and it was such a great time. I saw a lot of great comments on there, and yeah, I really like the fact that you guys liked it as well. And I'm going to be going out there again next week, so you're going to see another vlog because they're finally starting construction of my house over there, and it's just going to be a great time, and I'll show you the progress and all that stuff, so it's going to be a really cool long journey. But for now, I'm going to talk about the cookies because that's what you're here for, and let's go ahead and review it one by one. But here is an overview of all the cookies. Look at this yumminess. Look at all these cookies right here. I know this last one right here, this cheesecake, they had just finished making it, so when they put the whipped cream on top, it just melted. They even warned me about it, and I said, oh, that's fine. I don't think it'd be that bad. And then the 10-minute drive to my house, that was what happened. That was the result. I got some coffee here so that way I can review it with the cookies because this is the best breakfast ever. All right, so we're gonna start with the new cookie as we always do, right? Here it is. This one is Biscoff Skillet cookie. I don't know if there was supposed to be an actual Biscoff cookie on top like it is on the picture, but I think this is still good enough. There's enough Biscoff crumbs on top, all this good stuff. Check it out. Nice. Alright, so this one here, Biscoff Skillet cookie. A lightly spiced Biscoff cookie topped with fluffy mousse, finished with crunchy Biscoff pieces and a drizzle of melty Biscoff. Man, I'm super excited to try this one for sure. I'm gonna spread this a little bit more. All right, here it goes. Wow, that is truly heaven right there. I love all the textures in this cookie. The cookie is very soft, very warm. It has that Biscoff flavor. You also have the whipped cream on top that gives it kind of like an ice cream, soft, cool type of texture all at the same time. And then you get the crunchiness of the Biscoff cookies on top, and the sweetness comes from the melty Biscoff drizzle on top. What a great combination of this cookie. This is so delicious, and I think it even makes it better because the cookie itself is all Biscoff, and yeah, it's just all Biscoff. Oh my goodness, a Biscoff cookie, and it's a soft cookie. I love soft cookies, and I feel like the best added bonus is this fluffy mousse because it's just delicious. You definitely should try this one. I'm gonna give this one a 9.5 out of 10. Here is the next one. If anybody's going camping anytime soon, s'mores cookie all the way. You can see the melted chocolate and the marshmallows. Looks very delicious, right? So this one here, s'mores cookie. A graham cracker cookie packed with milk chocolate chips, then topped with a melty marshmallow, chocolate drizzle, and buttery graham cracker crumbs. Amazing. All right, let's take a bite where there's a marshmallow. That's pretty good. I really like the graham cracker cookie. The sweetness does come from the melted chocolate on top, and the marshmallow texture is very gooey. This is definitely a very delicious, perfect s'mores. Every time I do s'mores, instead of chocolate, I always get those cookies and cream Hershey's chocolates instead. Way better, especially for somebody like me. But yeah, overall, a very delicious cookie. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. All right, for the next one, cheesecake. Oh yeah. So yeah, I went to the store and they were like, hey, be very careful. Make sure as soon as you get home, put it in the fridge for a little bit so that way it doesn't melt away like this. But literally just a few minutes that I was driving to my house, it melted away, but that's still fine. I think that this was actually better because now it's spread throughout the whole cheesecake rather than it being on top. So this is great. And the store that I go to that I always say never fails, they finally failed. Just kidding, no they didn't. No, this cheesecake here was a little warm, so that's why the whipped cream melted. So they were so nice enough that they put this in a separate box and they gave me an extra cookie. So yeah, they're just so generous and so nice. That store deserves so much more. Their employees are so great. And I've seen that their turnover is not that high as I've seen in other Crumbl locations where I make friends and then all of a sudden 2 weeks later they're gone, or a month later and then they're gone, and I'm like, dang, what the heck is going on? But at this location, it's very consistent, and they're like a perfect store that I've been to. All right, so this one here, raspberry cheesecake, a true classic vanilla cheesecake baked over a buttered graham cracker crust, then topped with a tangy, mouth-watering raspberry spread, and a dollop of whipped cream. Oh, and by the way, the extra cookie that I got was the Biscoff one. So I'm gonna save that one for my mom later on. So that's why I didn't review the other one or show you the other thing. But I just wanted to tell you guys that. All right, here goes. Yeah, my mom loves Biscoff. She likes those little cookies with her coffee. All right, here goes. Oh wow, this is still very melty. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was so delicious. Very moist, cold, and it's just a very mouth-watering, tasty cheesecake. I love this raspberry cheesecake very much. As you guys know, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. It never fails. But overall, I love the vanilla cheesecake. I love the crunchiness of the crust and the light hint of raspberry on top. And since I was able to put this in the fridge for a little bit before I did the review, it was a little bit cold. And then when you take a bite into it, it literally melts in your mouth. Amazing, so delicious, love this so much. All right, here is the last cookie in this week's lineup. It looks very messy, but it should be very tasty still. Look at all this chocolate. Am I looking forward to it? I don't know, you tell me. All right, Buckeye Brownie cookie. A decadent cookie featuring layers of chocolate brownie, peanut butter, and a smothering of melted semi-sweet chocolate. Here it is, take one last look before I take a bite. I think overall it tastes more like peanut butter than chocolate. Definitely the chocolate cookie tastes more like a brownie. It's very soft, chocolatey. You get the sweetness from the semi-sweet chocolate on top, and the overall flavor that you get from this is all the peanut butter. There's a big, huge amount, generous amount of peanut butter. So yeah, the overall flavors, chocolate and peanut butter. I'm not a big fan of this one, so I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10. All right, so that's the end of the review. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember to comment down below in this Crumbl review, the next Crumbl review, because I will be choosing a winner of a 4-pack Crumbl cookies through the comment section, and I'm gonna use a random generator, and I will announce it early March. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.